everyone. This is John Tiamisha. Today, pardon me, today is February 17th. This is our A0 Circassian for Beginners course. Hiya. What do we mark with what we shahash how we did just sit shahashara. Yeah, just class. That's the day just
How it up so?
So I'll start some stuff. What's it Nova?
والله جبته ونمسك قواش خمسة آش نوبة.
ست خط أوزر لاجر.
So what's a pharmacist?
Ah, pharmacist. Apothekem سشلاجة.
Again, please.
Apothekem.
Apothekem.
سشلاجة.
Sholaja.
سشلاجة.
Distrolaja.
S. Sholaja.
Sholaja.
سشلاجة. Apothekem سشلاجة. خنشتا. محمد. زخسكرك موي ماقر.
بشاشفو.
وري ويبش حشحفوه. ست خبر ويديج.
نوب سري سيانري أدياب زج دوبسلن.
فيبسلنو. ستم تيخواوا فيبسلنو.
ونم شخنش في دوبسلنو.
شكلن تيخواوا.
نتا.
ورقص. فافشكا وابشكا نوبا.
In Turkey we say in Uzunyayla halamazırt, but in Chechnya they say gırniş. Have you ever heard gırniş?
No. Did you eat today?
Yes.
Sipshka
Nobe halamazırt sişşaş.
Halamet. Sitko dışkınar.
Gırniş.
Sitko dışkınar.
Sorry?
What kind of food is that? Sitko dışkınar.
A kind of a boiling with and how can I say? Looks like a psalve, but not including potato. Empty. We say empty. We can say empty.
Okay.
And boiled chicken?
With chicken?
No.
Boiled chicken.
Yes.
Boiled chicken. I know this meal. It's very tasty.
You can say this is a very Kabardian word. Only Kabardians, in fact, only Kabardians from my part of Kabardia use this word. But if you don't want to say psahalaba is a specific food, you can say kurjin. Kurjin is a generic, it means dumpling. Dumplings. Dumpling. Kurjin shkash nova. Kirill.
Salam.
Walaikum salam. What dawashit?
Sekhartinish, what dawashit?
Sari sekharzinash. What's it psha nova?
Nova задаченеге перевод. Translation.
Zadachenega. Yeah. Wow, that's a complex word. Yeah. Zadachenega psash.
Задаченега psash.
Noba, we dejta huaba hamra sha'a. Huaba.
Yeah, in the middle. I don't remember.
Yukich. Okay, khonch. Ykhwabagar sit khwada. We khwabagar, we temperatura sit khwada.
10.
Nablaga psh. Nablaga around approximately psh. 10. Khonch. Noba sasidesha minus tkush. Minus tkush sasidesha. American Ja'r, as the Americans say. Chicago Rakam says the Ja'r. I'm not in Chicago. Siberia Rash is the Ja'r.
Yes, it's snowing there.
Today it will snow, yes. Today it will snow. We call it Siberia. Merve.
Hi,
Iblaga. How are you?
I'm fine. I want to say something.
Please.
It's my first time to join your class, and I'm not in your level, and I will try to catch your level and watch previous classes. And that's why I'm not able to talk right now, and I'm
That's
sorry
okay.
for that.
No, so welcome to our class. Welcome to our class. And we're happy to see you. We're happy to see you. And one rule we have in the class, we do not say sorry. There's nothing to apologize. There's no such thing as a mistake. There's no such thing to be sorry about. We're glad to have you. Can you tell us where you're from? And do you speak any Circassian?
I'm from Turkey, from Çorum city, from Shapsıl. That's why I know a bit Western Circassian, and I don't know anything about Eastern Circassian actually. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, well, welcome. My brother lives in Çorum. His name is Mehmet Bingöl.
Oh.
He runs the Khasa.
I know him.
You know him? Yeah. Anybody who works in Khasas or anything, he's fairly active. So he's Yamush like me, but Bingöl is his Turkish name. So, well, listen, welcome. This is the first time you've been here. We hope that we do not make you feel overwhelmed. Many of the people here, they've been in classes with me now for 20 or 30 hours. But the number one thing is feel relaxed. Don't feel overwhelmed. All right. And I promise if you keep coming, we'll find a way to get you to feel good and comfortable and strong speaking Circassian. So I'm very happy to see you. Does anybody in your family speak Circassian?
My grandparents, my grandmama, grandfather, and my mom, she can understand everything, but she can't speak.
Got it. Okay. Well, welcome. We're very glad to have you. We're very glad.
Thank you. Thank you.
Satanai. What dawashit?
Alhamdulillah, tamam. What dawashit?
Sorry, satamams. Sorry, satamams. You know, I'm going to start introducing you guys to a new term. You guys all know dawashit, dawashit. So in English, you know, we can say, how are you? But we might also say, you know, how's it going? Right? Something like that, a little bit more informal. So it's very common for people, Circassian native speakers, when they meet each other to say, Dawqab sukhura, Dawqab sukhura. Dawqab sukhura means dawa. We all know dawa is how. Qab sukhura is, it's almost like, how do you feel or what do you think about it? Yeah, it literally means how do you feel, right? How do you feel? But if you were at a store with your friend and you're like, oh, here's a red dress, here's a blue dress, which dress should I buy? You might turn to your friend, what do you think? What do you think? If you visit Nalchik for the first time and somebody says, well, what do you think of Nalchik? Nalchik dawqab sukhra. How do you feel about Nalchik, right? But it's also, if you see somebody, you know them, what dawqab sukhra, dawashit, dawqab sukhra. So that's another way, dawqab sukhra, and you can answer the same way. Satamamsh, sasmajash, sakharzinas, sakhunos, right? So just to break things up, because I always go dawashit, dawashit, dawashit. You guys all know dawashit. So dawqab sukhra satane.
Alhamdulillah, tamam.
Wapshka noba.
Wapshka. اه
Wopshka,
steak
Nova.
sandwich.
Sandwich pshka.
إيه.
Konsta. Sit we sandwich mkhata. What was in your sandwich?
steak sandwich.
Steak sandwich. Wow. Goulet moulet. Rich person, huh? Steak sandwich.
At work, no.
Khunsta. Aliyah.
Salam Janti.
Walaikum salam. What is sandwich pshka, Nova?
How no bus jadja shka.
Sittu halamat. Zazamiza Mexican handhops. Zazamiza jad. Zazamiza jadicha. Jadicha ghaja hamra ghava.
Neither.
Neither. Dao
I mean,
jadicha.
More raja rather than
Ghaja. Okay.
Ghava.
Fried eggs. Okay.
Janti, I have a question about dawa qubshukhura.
Dao qabshukhura.
Because I think I heard it in the context that someone says something, the other person is surprised, and it's like, oh, dawa qubshukhura.
Yeah, you could do like, what do you think? It literally means how do you feel, but it's like, how do you, what do you think of this? How do you feel? What's your opinion? What do you think? It can be used in all those different settings.
Okay.
Nilgun,
It's Jonty.
what's it shkanoba?
Handhoops,
Handhops. Wow. Sit khoda handhops.
vegetable handhoops.
Khada khach handhops.
Hade hetch handhoops.
Khada khach.
I cooked the soup also.
Okay. Khada khach. We all know khada. Khada is garden. Khada khach, the thing that comes out of your garden. So we call vegetables the thing that comes out of your garden. Khada khach. Khada khach. Handhops, soup. Pshkashwa. Pshkash. Dalina.
Sit.
Dao qabshukhura.
Sit hazinash waldaush.
Satamams wa yajapamu kwa noba.
Da.
We yajapamu grihra.
Das sigurir siguror.
We groh. Nabjaw kwarwi'a. Nabjaw khurwi'a. Yajapam dej.
Da.
Sit khoda bzamcha fizra psathra.
Rasibzacha.
What a subzacha. Akhir yinjilibzacha psathafra.
How?
Are they surprised or are they interested that you speak English?
They're interested that I speak English, and they're always like, it's not fair. She knows English. She should like help us out and stuff.
Yeah. It's interesting for me. I have friends. I'm fluent in German, and my wife, I never speak German in the home, but every now and again, I'll see something on YouTube. I'll watch like a YouTube video, and she's like, it just blows my mind that you're my husband. I have this life with you, but there's this whole part of your personality that I know nothing about. You know, the culture of Germany, the history of Germany. You can speak in German. So probably it's like that with you and your friends. They think of you as this local girl. You're there, you speak Russian, you speak Adigabza, your family is from there, but then boom, you speak English fluently because you lived in Australia. So
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Cool. Melih.
Sijat.
What dao qabshukhura?
And I would like to add one thing for this question actually. In the Uzun, you know, they would say what you're like.
Yeah. So in diaspora, yes, in diaspora, this is very common. How are you doing? This is fine. You can say this too. You can say this too if you want. It's morning by me. My day just barely started.
شخار دي عش مبدأ
ست في
شخار
بشح ددي ديجا بشحشحش انت ددي ديجا بشحشحش انت وي ديجا بشحشحش by you it's evening سسي ديجا بشجج by me it's morning. Merva, I promise this is not how the class goes. You'll see in a few minutes. This is just to warm up the conversation with everybody. Relax. I hope we're not overwhelming you.
Okay, I'm
it'll be good.
listening.
It'll be good. Dimaza,
ست جانتي
وجدور دنا نوبة.
مبديجم مجي
مجي أبيت صرست
أبيتار مرنش
منيس.
طيب
خونشتا سلام سويكج وجدوهم.
عليكم السلام
نسبة.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wie geht es dir?
Oh, danke, gut. Wie geht es dir?
Bei mir auch, bei mir auch. ست خبر وديج نوبة.
نوبة فدد سدرر فدد.
سترة فدد. وبشكا نوبة.
سشكا.
ستشكا.
Oh, أدقى تشتقس أون. تشتقس أون.
وزخويمي ست خد بزمشة.
سيميلم قاير أنا نشبك أنا نمي أسد دوماتيسر. باميدور خويمة. عردو نيبسو أديقشكنش. تركيا مشأمة ورسيا مشأمة حرب قرالهم مشأمة أمريكا مشأمة عردو نيبسو أديقشكنش. كنشتا دعاء.
ست جانتي.
طيب لاغا داوشت.
تمام شو بصو سخر زينة وداوشت.
سريس تمامش وبصو ودعاء وزغور بشكا نوبة.
How
زري بشكاقم. You didn't eat anything today?
No. No, I didn't.
Coffee with
How coffee? No coffee.
No coffee, no
nothing.
food.
I usually skip breakfast. I know that's a bad thing, but you could say half of the week I skip it. Yeah.
Okay. Intermittent fasting. Khonsta.
Yeah.
We add them
like
salam
that.
squeakage. We add them salam squeakage.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Natai.
Da gentil.
We internet lajra noba.
Da salam. La malaja.
Malaja khonsh. Di guapas abash hacha. Yeah. Zrb salan shtak tachum. Khatma bsalla. Sina.
ست جانتي
وداوشت دي شبخ.
سسي تمامش داوشت.
سريس تمامش. ويانري داوشتها.
تمامش.
سلام سويكج.
عليكم السلام
ورحمة الله. زرن.
ست جانتي.
ويبشحش حفوة. Good evening. ويبشحش حفوة. داوشت نوبة.
داوشت.
سريس تمامش وبصو. وحذر.
حذر نتا.
انت خنشطة ببصوري ده حذرش. All right, everybody. Let's go into the class. So that's not what I wanted. Hang on. Share. Okay. You guys can see my screen?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So we're going to do a quick review. Merva, this is how our class is structured. Okay. We do a little conversational warm-up in the beginning, and then all of our slides are structured the same way. At the top of all of our slides, we always have some question words. So, and for everything in this class, I give you the adigabza, I give you the translation, and then I give you how to say this using Latin alphabet letters. Okay. So sit, who, what, chet, dana, dawa, dapsha, sichhacha. And then we have some other words. Imfa is yes, hawa is no, hamra is or, mir hamra ar, this or that. And then to make anything negative, qim. Qim. We just add qim to the end most of the time. So then on each slide, we have a little statement. Most slides only have one sentence. Some have two. Mir shalash. Shalem yitzar wasmansh. Wasman is the name of my son. Osman, my son's name. And then I give you the way to be able to say correctly everything. So if I say, Sasashala, am I a boy? Right? Sasashala, am I a boy? Sasashalash, I am a boy. Wawach, shala. Hawa, wawashalaqam. Wawa, it's a word that's not on the screen. Khajabs. Wawa khajabs. Okay. So this is how we go through the class. Everything that you need to make a grammatically correct sentence is on the screen. Okay. And then the way that we work is I will introduce a little sentence, a little piece of this story. And then once I introduce that piece of the story, we'll start to ask questions. First, I'll ask you yes or no questions. Is this a boy? Is this a girl? Are you a boy? Are you a girl? Am I a boy? Am I a girl? Is Muhammad a boy? Is Muhammad a girl? Yes, no, yes, no. Then I'll ask you either or questions. Are you a boy or a girl? Am I a boy or a girl? Is Osman a boy or a girl? Is Nasiba a boy or a girl? So we can get very comfortable with all of this repetition, right? And then same thing with name. So the boy's name is Osman. Is your name Osman? Is my name Osman? Is my name Osman or Janti? Right? So this is how the class works. And then all of this repetition gets you comfortable to slowly start to say bigger and bigger and bigger things. So you might say, there is a boy. His name is Osman. I am not a boy. I am a girl. My name is not Osman. My name is Mirva, right? So slowly we start to build comfort and we get to build everything. So 99% of the time, except for that intro where we just have a few conversations, we use these slides so everyone has a comfort level of how to construct a sentence. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So everyone, we've seen this. I'm not going to, you can watch previous classes. We're not going to get into this. Last class, we got into Ab Khajabs Yathaw. Ab Khajabs Yathaw, right? And also, just for everyone's reminder, I've cleaned up our presentations. So this is the main deck. I'm not going to make edits to this deck, but here we have notes. So if there's additional information that I want to teach you guys, we go into this. So in Circassian, sasothal, I see. But the way we say I love in Circassian, since it's such a similar thing, fua sothal, I love. I love you. Sawa fua wuzothal. Right. So this is just additional information. We covered this for everyone else. Mirva is new. But for everyone else, we covered this last class, correct? Yeah? Okay. Yes. So let's play with this just a little bit. Everyone open up their mics. Everyone open up their mics. Okay. So, hiya.
Sit Janti.
What? Shala plawara. Hamara machina plawara.
Was a shala so thou.
Was shala bothau. Sari shala so thou. Muhammad. ومأرسة بلاغرة.
أو خجبس سوشاو.
وخجبس بوشاو. شعالة بلاغرة.
نتا شعالة سوشاو.
ميرفا. وشعالة بلاغرة. شعالة وبلاغرة. So you'd say,
I'm excited.
It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. So you would say yes.
I can't say not
انت شعلة
صالة
سوشاو.
social.
So let's say it together. Repeat after me. Sa.
Okay. So
شعلة
صالة
سوشاو.
social.
Mirva. So when I say your name, you're going to say sit. Wa khajabs wa plawra.
نطقة
Khajabs. Do you
I'm
know?
confused.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's new. It's new. The number one thing is just to relax. All right. Stress is the killer of learning. So we have here a boy and we have here a girl. The word for boy is shale. The word for girl is khajabs. Okay. So I asked you first, wa shale wa plawra. Do you see a boy? And you said, and tell me, yes, I see a boy. You said it before, say it again.
نطقة social.
Sh'ala social.
Yes, شعلة social.
So here we covered the word for sh'ala, right? Sh'ala. Here we learned this word before, but it's the word for girl, khajabs. Khajabs. Okay, this is Eastern Circassian, but this word actually comes from Western Circassian. It's the same in both dialects. Okay, it's the same in both dialects. Actually, khajabs, it means the person who makes a net. A person, because in Shepsul regions, so you're Shepsul, you guys live on the ocean, the Black Sea. So you guys used to do lots of fishing. The way that you would do fishing was with nets. You would throw nets into the ocean, into the sea, to capture fish. So kh is net in Western Circassian, and jebs is the one who sews the net. So the word for girl is the person who sews the net. And it's a shepsul. It's a shepsul word. It's a shepsul word.
I didn't know that it was shepsul.
It's shepsul word. Originally, that's where it comes from. So the word for boy is sh'ala. I asked you, wa sh'ala plawra. And you said, anta sa sh'ala so shao. But there's also a picture of, what is this in Circassian, Nerva?
Khajabs.
Khajabs. So now I ask you, wa khajabs plawra. And now tell me, yes, I see a girl.
Wa khajabs
wa khajabs anta wa khajabs. So now you said, yes, I see a girl. Okay, you said this here. The question form is always different from the statement form. Okay, and then if we make a negative form, we take the question form, we drop this at the end, and we replace this with qim. Okay, so if I said, do you see an apple? Ma'arasa. You would say, Hawa. Sa ma'arsa. Sa ma'arsa. Stawr. Okay. So this is how the class works. All right. What I would strongly recommend, I'm going to give everyone a chance to speak. Put your microphone on mute and practice. Speak out loud with your microphone off. See if you can answer the questions. If you can, great. If you cannot, listen for the correct form, and then you can say the correct form. Now, the other thing is so that everyone gets comfortable with all the different verb forms, if you say, for example, sasotlao, right? If you say sasotlao, I would say, enta, yes. Wa bothao, yes, you see. Wa khajabs bothao. Sari, so sa is I. Sari means I also, me too. Sari khajabs sothao. Wa bothao sa sothao. So I do lots of repetition. Okay. All right, we'll come back. Satanai.
Sit.
Sasinakur. Sasinakum. Sasinakum. Tlaura.
Wawi.
Sinaku. Naku.
Okay. Nta. No?
Nta. Qaja'a.
Nta. We naku. Bohag.
Sothao.
Sohag.
Sothao. Nta. Sa winakum sothao. Sa winakum sothao.
Sa winakum sohag.
Wari winakum sothao. I also see your face.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Sa winakum sothao. Wa sinakum bothao. Okay.
Sa win naku bohag.
So you see my face, right? If you see my face, well, I'm speaking as me. I, Janti, sa winakum, your face, winakum sothao. Sothao. Sa winakum sothao. Satanai.
Yes.
Sit.
Sit.
Wa ala plaura.
And sa ala sohag.
Sari ala sothao. Wa ala bothao. Sari wa bothao. Sari ala sothao. Nilgun.
Sit Shanti.
Alam. Sit yathaura.
Alam khajabs yathaw.
Pej. Alam khajabs yathaw. Wari khajabs thaura.
Sari khajabs sothaw.
Sari khajab sothaw. Ala thaura wa.
Sa alam sothaw.
Sari alam sothaw. So, Lalina.
Sit.
What's it thaura?
Sa khajab sothao.
Sari khajab sothaw. Wa ma'arasa thaura.
Hawa sa ma'arasa sothao.
Sari ma'arasa thaurkum. Sari ma'arasa apple, ma'arsa thaurkum. Lalina.
Sit.
Nasiba yewupsh. Sit abithaura.
Nasiba nasiba shashif shower. نسبة ست شهرة yeah نسبة ست وبشهرة
نسبة ست وبشهرة
ጫለር ስላው
على بوثاو خجبري بوثاو و زغور النغش بشهرة
وو ስላው
سبوثاو راشي و نسبة و شعالة بوثاو خجبزري بوثاو سري بوثاو سري بوثاو يوبش دعاء ست يو دعاء يثاوغرة
دعاء
دعاء Do you hear us, Dua?
Yeah, the voice was just cutting a little bit. I heard my name though.
Okay, so when somebody says your name, what do we say?
Sit.
Nasiba.
وست بلاغورة
sa soha hijabs.
وخجبز بوثاو بج وخجبز بوثاو دعاء وشعالة ثاوغرة
Hawa shale soha hijabs.
What are you trying to say?
Are you asking? I thought you were asking me what is the boy? Is the boy seeing a boy?
No.
Oh, I'm kind of confused.
Okay.
I thought, okay.
I asked, so Nasiba asked you, what sit thawara? And you said sa khajabs so thaw. So she said, what sit thawara? What do you see? Then I asked you, what sh'ala thawara? Do you see a boy?
Nta sa sukhal shalim. I mean
shala. So the Circassian word order is very flexible, but it's more common for us to put what you see between the sa and the actual verb, right? So the common way to say this, sa shala sothaw, sa khajabs sothaw, sa wa sothaw, right? That's the more common construction. So wa dua wa Quran thawra.
Nta sa wo subsahara. I'm trying to say I see you.
Sa
I don't know if I said it right.
Sa wa sothaw.
Sa wa sosa.
Very good. Very good. Natai.
Good.
Wa Quran thawra.
Hawa sa Quran slawarqam.
Sari Quran slawarqam. Sari Quran slawarqam. We all know what's Quran, yeah? Quran. Kirill, yes. Quran, the Islamic holy book. I'm just trying to use different words that most people would know. Natai, wa ma'arisa thawra.
Hawa samarisa slawarqam.
Ya alih Quran thawrqam, ma'arisa thawrqam, wasib thawra.
Sukhar sohlaw.
Sit thawra?
Sukhar.
Sukhar bothaw. He sees people. Kirill. Khajabs pshawra. What khajabs boshaw. Shalem sit yeshawra.
Salem khajabs yeshaw.
Pez. Shalem khajabs yeshaw. Pez. What ma'arsa pshawra.
فمأرسة بشاوركم
Sari ma'arsa slawarkum. Sari ma'arsa slawarkum. Dimaza.
ست
What we jedum pshawra.
نجيبستو هوا سي سجدو سول سلوركم
Slawarkum. That's tough because it's this th sound with sa slawarkum. But you did it good. You did it very good. Sasi khajabs. Sasi jedu slawarkum. What we add up slawra.
هوا سي سيادة سلوركم
What's it slawra?
سي خجب زمرة جالمرة سوشا
Pej. Wa khajab zimra shalamra boshaw. Sari khajab zimra shalamra soshaw. Sari soshaw. Zarin.
ست جانتي.
Wa Quran slawra.
سا قرآن صلحا وركم.
Pej. Wa Quran slawarkum. Sari Quran slawarkum. Wa shala slawra.
وشعلة
Wa shala slawra.
نتان سي سي شعلة صلحا
Sari shala soshaw. Abrek. Qiblaga.
قبلها جاء
خت أبريك مش على تق حمر مش على داكة.
في ما
وري
كنت
فتاكة كاس.
تعرف شت
خرزنا شو بصو. وويتر أبريك حمر ويش على تقم أبيتر أبريك.
شالتكم يتراش
وويتر ست يقش.
بالغار سلشوك
قبلاغة دي قوابش.
تعرف خرجت كده
ده تمامش طب ساعة تق.
نوبة يا فري ما خوشي درس ميدي
واري ميرفرا أبخدش.
ترى سريعة سنوخ في لجغة هم
يقبصو أبريك
يلحرقوا يواخذها
وبساعة ترى دي قبزة
شركة جوكون شبلي بس حواجات
هوا
تقروا بسلفهم
ينجلبزة ققرؤرا
نخف سيقوامجة.
Do you understand English, Abrek?
Yes.
Yes. Do you feel nervous?
زوفا.
Do you feel nervous right now, Abrek?
Yeah.
A little bit? Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Let me introduce you to the people in the class, okay? So we have Haya. She is from Jordan. I am from the United States. My parents are from Syria, and I have many relatives in Turkey, especially in Çorum, which is where Mirva is from. Muhammad is from Turkey. Satanai, she lives in Doha. Nilgun is from Turkey. Lalina grew up in Australia and she lives now in Nalchik. Nasiba, her parents are from Turkey, but she lives in Germany. Dua, she is my cousin and she lives in New Jersey. I grew up in New Jersey. Natai is originally from Syria and he lives now in Nalchik. Kirill is a Russian brother who lives in Sochi. We have Melih, who is from Turkey. We have Demaza, who's from Turkey. Zarin, she's also from Turkey in Istanbul. Aliya is originally from Nalchik, but she now lives in Lithuania. And Sina, her parents are from Turkey, and she lives now in Germany, I think in Stuttgart. So this is our class, and we're very happy for you to be here. Can I ask Abrek how old you are?
11.
11. Wow. I thought you were going to say 13. You look very mature. You look very mature. So your father speaks Adigabza?
تسدي قزقرو دي بزا.
فضد وبصاشة.
So
Abrek, does your mother speak Adigabza?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
No.
No. Okay. Well, and
iki
where?
kardeşin daha var, unuttum onu.
Evet.
Onları söyle. Her şey. Abrek kızı nakış arası nakışıyız.
نخسر نخزي أسراسي زقوش زشوب ستودمي
زقوشيش مخ سوسرقو أبريك جنبر كيتو.
واو سنخوخ وشيش بصوري زكتو
سوسرقو نختو راس إلسي شميت
أبي نخجر دنا
مش مراش أبريك راه
أبريك نخجراش خونشتا
أبريك نخجدتر جنبر كراه
خونشتا سيغواتش. So Abrek, welcome to the class. The way that all of the classes work, okay, we have some question words at the top, and I give you the Adigabza, and we tell you what these mean in English, and then we give you the pronunciation at the bottom. So if you cannot read Adigabza, you can still read in Latin letters what each word means, okay? So we have sit, chet, dena, dawa, dapsha, sichhacha. Then we have yes and ta. We have no, hawa. We have or, hamra. And then we have the way that we make a verb say no or not is by adding qim. And then we have the verbs. So here we're learning how to say, I see. Sasothao, I see. Wabothao, you see. Ab yethao. Now in Circassian, it's similar to Turkish, where we just have one pronoun that means he or she or it. It's the same like in Turkish. We just have one pronoun. And then the question form is always different, almost always different than the statement form. So if I say sasothao, this is how I say it. And you can see here, I put it in Latin letters, so you can see how to say it. And then here, if I ask the question, do I see? It's a different form. Sa, saura, do I see? And if I want to say, I do not see, I take this part of the word, or what you can see down here, this part of the word, okay? I drop that last and instead I replace it with qim. So if I say, I do not see, it's going to be sa, thawr, qim. I do not see. Sa, thawr, qim. Okay. This is a lot of information. This is a lot of new information that we're giving you. All right. And it's very normal to feel like this is a lot, but this is also your first class. So right now, just listen. All right. And if you can, your father's there, he's going to help you. You can turn off your microphone and you can practice when I go through the other students. And slowly, this will make sense to you. I would strongly suggest that you go to my YouTube channel and you look at all the last videos, because we have people in this class that spoke zero Adigabza, and now they can have good conversations in Adigabza. So if you watch all of those videos, you'll be able to slowly get to the point where everybody here is. Did you understand everything that I said, Abrek?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Arash. Sari sabihri si asharashi. Sasizerquer. Humru dakatsuhu zakapsafura sisabselenor. Konsta. ده تذاكر مو مجزاغة. He said he's going to leave his son. I said, whatever you want. Don't worry, we don't bite. ده تذاكركم. We do not bite. Okay. Aliyah. What's the flower?
So we nakur solar.
Sasi nakur botlao. We pasham dej in your room. What's the flower?
So I forgot how it's called. Window.
Shawubza.
That's a shawubza solar.
Shawubza. Who knows this word? Shawubza. So Merva and Abrek, one thing that I try to do in my class, I teach you how this word is made. So it becomes easier to remember the word. Okay. So shawubza is a good example.
Window, right?
Yeah, window. So what's the word for head?
Cha.
Cha. Cha. And what's the word for door?
Bja.
So let's think about old Circassian houses. Many 100 years ago, old Circassian houses. We would have a door, right? And that door goes to the ground, right? You open the door, you go inside the house. Bja. But then we'd have a window. Does the window go to the ground? No. The window does not go to the ground, but we look out the window, right? We look out the window. So the window is not on the ground. The window is up by our head. Yeah. Right. So the window is a head door.
Oh, interesting.
Cha door. Cha is head. Bja is door. And then we put a little vowel between them to make it easier to say.
Excellent.
Make sense?
Yes, sure.
Okay. Aliyah, shawabzo plawra. Wish hawabzer ucha hamra khwasha.
Si shawabza khwasha.
Khwashash. It's closed. It's closed. Sina.
Janti.
Will we pesham in your room? Will we pesham dej in your room? What's it flowera?
Soichal.
Flowera. Whoops, symbol. Okay. Is there anybody who did not practice yet?
Sarash.
Melih. Wa zih plawra.
Hawa Egypt'u se juh şavurgun.
What's the plawra Egypt'u?
Ekranır seplme se winagum sople şalemre şalere hıcebzre soşavra. Yici se şalemin nerüple soşav.
Oh, so to advanced guy here. Whoop, sorry, boshao. Whoop, sorry, boshao. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to get, clearly this is a new verb for many of you. Okay, so we're going to practice this a lot more, right? We're not going to play any linking game. Don't worry. All right. I know the linking game was, we're not going to play the linking game. I promise. But we're going to practice this verb. All right. I'm going to leave this slide up. We're going to practice the verb and then we're going to do breakout rooms. Okay. So I'm going to leave this slide up. You guys all know how to read the slide. Merva, do you understand how to read the slide, how to use the slide to make sentences?
Yes, I can understand.
Okay. Abrek, do you understand how all of the information is given on the slide? Do you understand, Abrek, or do you have questions?
I understand.
Okay. Okay. So what we're going to do right now, I'm going to ask you in English. Well, I'm going to ask all of you right now. Look in your room, and find something that you see. It's okay if you don't know the word in Circassian. I will tell you the word in Circassian. And this way, we're going to practice this verb, and we're all going to learn vocabulary. So there's 16 of you. So you're all going to learn 16 new vocabulary words today. All right. So I'm going to ask you, so let's go to the notes. Right. This is the notes section. So what we're going to do here, give me a second. Whoa, hang on. Okay. Second. Yep. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, Allah. Okay. So this is the question that I will be asking you. Right? And then these are the verbs that you would use, the different forms that we'll be playing with. Whoops. All right, everybody ready? Oh, you guys seem so excited.
Yes, we are ready.
You guys seem so excited.
Hasn't, sir.
Don't be anxious. Okay. Muhammad.
Gentil.
We peshim dej sit thawra.
C'est chant sochau.
Was shant bothau. Okay. So, you know what else I'm going to do? Give me a second. Was shant bothau. Me. Okay. We're going to do this. Give me a second. Shant. I'm going to spell all this out for you guys. Okay. Was shant bothau. Okay. Was shant bothau. You know what? Give me a second. Let me do this. I'm just trying to make this easy for you guys. I'm sorry this is taking a few minutes.
Guzave, Jonty.
Shant. Okay, is that easy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Muhammad, what shant thawra?
C'est chant sochau.
What dana shant thawra? Dana.
It's my next, how can I say?
Say, everyone's going to tell me the same answer. Si peshim dej.
Si peshim dej.
Peshim dej.
We peshim dej shant bothau. Sari se thawra. Sa shant se thawra.
How? Very shantim thawra.
Thawrqam. Okay. Arashi, wa we peshim dej shant bothau. Awa sa shant thawrqam. Sa shant thawrqam sa. Merva. We peshim dej sit thawra.
Shanta. I don't know how to say in
Pillow.
Eastern.
Shanta.
Pillow, I mean.
Shanta. Let me make sure this is spelled correctly. Shanta thawra.
Shanta sochau.
Muhammad, shanta yithawra.
How Muhammad
Are you telling him he does not see, or are you asking me?
Yes, I am telling he cannot see.
Okay. Muhammad, shanta thawrqam.
Muhammad shanta wathawrqam, right?
Okay. Arashi, Muhammad shant yithaw. Awa shantar yithawrqam. Wa shanta bothaw. Wa shanta bothaw. Wa shanta bothaw. Satanai.
Set.
Wa shanta thawra.
How? Sashanta schawrqam.
We peshim dej. What's the thawra?
Pshina schawu socha.
What pshina? Bothaw. Pshina? What? pshina plawra.
نطق
Wa pshina bollaw. Sari pshina slawra.
حوا وبشنا خاغ ورقم
Paj. Sa pshina slawrqam. Khat pshina yslawra. Khat.
سا بشنا سخاغ
Paj. Wa shina bollaw. Dana pshina plawra.
سي بشم ديج
We pasham dej. Nta paj. Paj. Nilgun.
Sit Shanti.
Khat pshina yslawra.
I don't remember the name.
Satanai.
Setenay pshine yeshaw.
Satanai pshina yslaw. Wari pshina plawra.
Hawa se pshine slawurkum.
Wash pshina plawrqam. We pasham dej. What's sit plawra?
Speshim dej se shatem soslaw. Si surethem soslaw. Si bibliotekam soslaw. Si shkharubjem soslaw. Si computer soslaw. Si tilhem soslaw.
What's sitri bollaw? You see everything. You see everything. Okay, we'll just say sahat. Sahat. Sahat. Lalina.
Sit.
Nilgun sahatam yslawra. Hamra shinam yslawra.
Nirgun sıhhatam yeshaw.
Yslaw. Wari sahat plawra.
Hawa sa sıhhat şahurkum.
What's it plawra?
Sasi pashim nagudja sohaw.
Nagudja. Gudja. Hamra nagudja.
Nagudja.
You see glasses.
No. Hudja. Mirror.
Mirror. Gudja. Yeah. Mirror is gudja. Glasses that you wear is na gudja. I don't know why we call them eye mirrors because they're not mirrors, but we call them eye mirrors. So, gudja. Okay. Wa gudja plawr. Bollaw. Wa gudja bollaw. Sari gudja slawra.
Wa hudja shahurkum.
Paj. Sa gudja slawrqam. Khat gudja yslawra. Khat.
Sa hudja sohaw.
Paj. Wa gudja bollaw. Nasiba.
Sit.
Wari gudja plawra.
Seri غوجة سولاو.
Zgwar nawash. We pasham dej plawra.
Divaner سلاو.
Divan bollaw. It's the same in Russian. Aliyah, what's divan in English?
Sofa.
Sofa. Takhtaban. I thought it was sofa.
Okay.
In Russian, there is also a takhta.
Takhta? Really?
Yeah.
Learn something. I always thought that was Turkish word.
It's
wood. In Arabic, takht means bed.
Takhta, for some people, takhta means bed.
Yes,
Takhtaban.
in Arabic, and also it means diwan as well. Diwan is a Persian word. It's also
Persian word?
in Arabic.
I speak 6 languages. I don't speak them all equally well. So you learn something new every day. Okay. تختبان تختبان نسبة و تختبان بلاغرة حمراء مأرسة بلاغرة
تختبان سلاغره.
ساري تختبان سلاغرة
هوا و بلاغرقم.
سلاغرقم تختبان بج خط يسلاغرة تختبان
سلاغ تختبان
وبو سلاغ تختبان بج دعاء we passion days sit سلاغرة
So I'm trying to pick something that nobody said.
Want to say wall? You see the wall?
Sa wall sakha.
Glin.
What is it called?
Glin.
Glin. Okay.
Sa blin so shao.
Sa bin so.
Blin.
Oh, Berlin. Okay. Sa Berlin sakha.
Wa blin bo shao. Wa بلاغرة blin حمراء مأرسة.
Sa blin sakha.
نتاي blin يساغرة.
Sa blin so shao.
I'm asking Dua. Dua, tell me no, Natai does not see a wall.
Hawa Natai blin يخاوقم.
يساورقم بج.
يخاوقم.
نتاي بلين يساورقم. نتاي بلين. نتاي what's ست ساورة? We pasham dej ست ساورة.
Sa tkhilm so shao.
What kill bo shao? What kill? What kill bo shao? What kill ساورة? حمنا قرآن ساورة.
Hawa sa tkhil so shao.
Sari tkhil ساورة.
So shao warqum.
Sa tkhil ساورة.
Hawa wa tkhil shao warqum.
خد تخل يساورة.
Sketchbook.
خد تخل يساورة.
The see sketchbook.
What am I asking you?
What kind of book you see?
No, I said خط تخل يساورة. انت وراش.
تخل so now.
ويتخلم بوشاو وراش تخلم يساورة.
So how?
لماذا؟
ست.
We pasham dej tkhil psaura.
نوتة spatial dash تخيل ها social.
Zagwar nawash, something else. Zagwar nawash psaura.
نوتة جدو فاشه tane bije social.
Jadu fasha. I like Jadu fasha. Who wants to guess what she said? Jadu fasha. Jadu fasha.
And no.
Cat bed.
What did you say, Dimaza?
Jadu dane fashe.
Jadu yatana fasha. So fasha is bowl. Fasha is bowl.
No.
What are you saying then? Tell me in English.
Cat I confused.
Say in Turkish what you want to say. We have lots of Turkish speakers.
Evet. Bardakla kediyi ayrı ayrı söylemek istedim.
İstekan, I think. Bardak in Circassian. İstekan in Russian also.
Tekan in Russian. Is it for the cat or is it for you?
Kedi için mi, senin için mi? Bardak.
Benim için. Yani normal ayrı bir bardaktan bahsediyorum.
For dimaze,
Yeah.
not for.
Okay. So we'll just use one word. We can use tekan or in adigabza. We can say stekan or we can say stachan. But we want to learn clean adigabza, right? So the way I would say this, agubja. Agubja. Let me just check this. I want to make sure the spelling is correct. Agubja. I cannot find it right now. I'm pretty sure this is the right spelling. Agubja. This is a cup or a glass. Agubja. Okay. So, dimaza. Wa agubja psaura.
Nte se agubje social.
Agubja psaur. Sit kwada plifa. What color is it?
Oh.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Oh, never mind. Polka dot. We're not going to say polka dot. Okay, what? Hush.
Okay.
What a gubja boshap. Sari a gubja saura. Smart answer. You don't know. Sari a gubja social.
Very a gubje social.
Nta paj sari a gubja social. Zarin.
Sit.
We pesham dej. What's sit saura?
Si peşim deş television
Televizor.
Solkav.
Televizor.
Bir de saat koruyorum. Sesim gidiyor.
Televisor. Some extra letters there.
What's that?
I think there are some extra letters.
Televisor. Nta televisor. What televisor boshao. What televisor boshao. Zarin. Dimaza televisor yitlaura.
Hava dimaze televizor yıkavır kım.
Sit dimaza yitlaura.
Dimaze how can I say?
Agubja.
Agubja yıkav.
Yitlaw. Shat televizor yitlaura. Shat.
Se televizor solkav.
Paj, what televisor boshao. What televisor boshao. Melich.
Sit janti.
We pasham dej was sit laura.
So pesham dej pchanteri aneri social.
Pchanteri anri. Planta. Let's go with planta.
يبشي غوالتبة.
Choose one.
3.
Choose one.
Okay. Planta.
Planta. Planta is bag or box?
Isn't it used for wardrobe?
Oh, you use it for wardrobe.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, box, wardrobe.
I just found it from the dictionary. I'm not sure with that actually.
I've never heard it as wardrobe. I think I would use it as box.
Box. Okay, no.
Yeah.
So I need to change it. Okay.
Yeah. This would be this would be a box. So plant. The reason is I can tell you why. I'll tell you why. In the United States, we have these things called closets, and we put our clothes in our closets. Closets for clothing are not very common outside of the United States. Outside of the United States, what's more common for clothing is a wardrobe. Okay. A wardrobe is a large, usually wooden box or cabinet, right? Box or cabinet. In Adigabza, we have this word planta, and the way to think about planta and old Adigabza, planta would be like this. Planta would be like this here. Okay, so you can imagine 100 years ago, 200 years ago, in some old Adiga houses, we might have a box like this, and maybe we use this for our clothes, right? And it's not a big difference between this and something like this today, right? It's just bigger, but still wood, colored, we put clothes in it. So it is possible that somebody might use this word for wardrobe, but I don't think I've ever heard it used for wardrobe. 99% of the time, this is the picture in my brain when I think of planta. In fact, even there's a very rich story between the relationship of Alia's great-grandfather and my and Dua's great-grandfather, Pasha Bachmirza, his dishaplanta, his golden box, the box of all of the poems that he ever wrote before the Second World War, which is now lost. Nobody knows what happened to it. When the Germans invaded Nalchik, this box was lost. All the literature that he wrote is now gone. So there's many, many great stories about this planta disha, golden box. But this is the sort of box that we think about.
Okay.
Okay. So what's the ثغرة with Pasham Dej?
Pasham Dej,
oh my God. I give up on you, man. I give up. You keep changing it.
Okay.
Confusing for everybody else.
I would choose the just Anna.
Was a Huim Kwaduyep, okay? Was a Huim Kwaduyep. Hiya.
Genti.
What planta ثغرة with Pasham Dej?
Hawa. Se planta ثغرة.
What's the ثغرة?
Se Pasham Dej se شحمجة سوثال
Maja.
شحمجة
Comb? Okay. So we would say here, we can say it two ways. Shamaja. We can also just say maja. Comb, is that what you see? Or a brush, hairbrush, hair comb? Shamaja. وش حماجة بثاورة؟
نطاسش حماجة سوثال.
What? Plaugura. Shamaja. Hamra Puanta.
حوا سش حماجة سخاب.
Wash Hamaja bor. Sarish Hamaja Slaura.
حوا وش حماجة بخاغوركم.
Sash Hamaja Slaura. The Pej. There's too many students in my class. I love it though. I love having all these students. Okay. How do I, give me a second. I'm not a big fan. There we go. Of Google Sheets or Google Slides. All right. Kirill. We pasham dej shhamaz b'thaura.
How se pasham dej shhamaz shavarkum.
What's the b'thaura?
Se pasham dej was digger.
Was digger.
So
you've been practicing without us, huh?
I just found a dictionary online.
Good for you. Good for you. Who knows what's was digger?
Light.
Light or lamp. Yes. Okay. So when I was learning at the Gebza, the way I would remember this, it's a silly way to remember this. Who knows how to say sun?
Dira.
Dira. So the way I would remember a light bulb or a lamp is a long time ago, it was dira, but it got small. It was dira, but now it's small lamp. That's how I would remember that word. It's not dira anymore. It was dira, but now it's small, weaker. Okay. Kirill. Khat was dira yithawra.
Se was digger so sharp.
Sari was dira slawra.
I don't know. I think so.
Sari was dira cs. Rashi sari was dira sashaw.
Where was digger boshab?
Khunsta. Sina.
Sujjanti.
Wari was dira plawra.
Natı. Was the. Can you repeat it?
Wari, you also. Wari was dira plawra.
Natı was dira sarhaw.
Wa was dira bothaw. Wa was dira bothaw. Sari was dira sothaw. Kirill was dira yethaw. Wa zagwar nawash, something else. Wa zagwar nawash. We pasham dej plawra sina.
Bje sarhaw.
Bje?
Yes.
What's this?
Door.
Bja.
Bja, yes.
Bja. Let me check the spelling. Give me a second. Oops. One second. Bja. Wa bja bothaw. What's it plawra? Bja. Hamra Puanta.
Bja sarhaw.
Wa bja bothaw. Wa Puanta plawra.
Hawa se Puanta slahorkum.
Sari Puanta slawrkum. Okay. So we're running a few minutes late. That's okay though. That's the class. Does anybody have any, we're going to practice more with this verb. We didn't get to breakout rooms. Merva, usually we have breakout rooms where we put you guys into groups of 2 or 3 where you can practice more with each other. This is a new verb, and I try not to do practice rooms when there's new information. That way, because if you guys make mistakes in the practice rooms, it's not good. It's not good for anybody. Melik asked a question. The first way that you spelled it is the correct way, was the first way you spelled it. Okay. So anybody, how do people feel? Do people feel like they're getting comfort with this verb to be able to say, is it getting a little, was this helpful, this practice?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was very helpful.
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Okay. So we're gonna stay here for a little while. I want everybody to feel very, very comfortable with this verb. All right. So probably what we'll do in the next class, we'll go breakout rooms and we'll practice with this verb form. All right. Because what's going to happen is as we keep going through the class, we're going to keep using these verbs, right? What do you see? I see a boy. I see a girl. I see a tree. I see something. I see something I want. I see something you have, right? We're going to start. We know how to say I see. We know how to say something. Zagwar. We know how to say you have. We us. I see something that you have. We're going to start putting all these things together, right? So now we've got a lot of very good foundation underneath us, but we need to make sure that every part of that foundation is very, very strong so that we don't start making mistakes. If we start making mistakes, then we start building and building and building around. We're going to have more mistakes, more mistakes, more mistakes. That's not what we want. All right. Any questions, any concerns, vocabulary, grammar, how do you say any of that stuff before we wrap up?
Just one question about agubja.
Agubja.
Yeah. So is arm, and the second part of the word, does it have a meaning, like a separate one?
It probably does. I mean, what I see there is what I see, and it might be with Makaznak. I'm not 100% sure that I spelled it right. It's either this or it's this. I'm not 100% sure. I couldn't find it quickly in my dictionary. I'll look it up later. Where this probably comes from is bzaqwa. Bzaqwa is rog, horn, right? So you guys know a long time ago, we drank from horns, right? Agubja. So is hand or arm. It's like ruka, hand or arm, right? Not kist. Hand or arm and adiyabs is the same thing. Gu, aug, actually aug is the palm of your hand. Aug, right? And then I think the second part of this comes from bzaqwa, rog. So this would be a horn that you would hold in your hand, agubja. That's the derivation of that word.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Any other questions? Grammar, vocabulary? Going
Thank
once?
you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay. I do want you guys to know I'm 99% sure I will be I'm gonna hang on, I'm gonna shut off the